viewers, let's move on and show you a conversation that my colleague Deepak has had with Advocate Vishnu Shankar Jain, who's also a petitioner in the case. Listen in.
You have filed a petition. The court has ordered the survey of this particular structure. And when the survey team reached there, there was complete scenes of chaos. Mob had gathered and stones were pelted, vehicles were set ablaze and police personnel were attacked. How do you see the situation, sir?
We had started the survey and the Advocate Commissioner had informed us that the survey will start today from 7 a.m. in the morning till 11 a.m. And this was also informed to the Masjid Committee yesterday itself. Now, in compliance of the orders of the court, and since on the last occasion, which is on 19th of November, the entire features of the disputed area could not have been studied because there was a lot of darkness and in night vision, there was not proper photography and videography. So it was decided by the Advocate Commissioner to take videographs and photographs during the daytime, and it was Sunday. So during the Sunday, it's very easy to do the videography and photography in daytime. So the moment survey started at 7:30 a.m. in the morning, just about half an hour or 45 minutes, we started hearing a lot of slogans and protest all around the area. And I was being told and I was being informed, and it's just a calculation that around 50 to 60,000 people had gathered who were protesting all around this disputed structure. The vehicles were torched. The police personnel were brutally injured. Media personnel were also injured during this time. And during all these incidents, these survey proceedings were also going on. As of now, the survey proceedings are over. And most of the area of the disputed structure has been covered and videographed and photographed. And I think that there is a conspiracy behind all these things and which needs to be investigated by the agencies.
Mr. Jain, what prompted you to file the petition? Were there any symbols of a past Hindu structure there, or were there any inscriptions that were found that probably hinted that before, in the past, there was a Hindu temple here? So what prompted you to file that petition?
Yeah, it's a issue with people of Sambhal believe and feel, and there are strong evidences to prove it, that this temple was of Sri Vishnu Hariya temple, which was built during the era of Prithviraj Chauhan, and it so happened in the in time that it was taken over by the members of other side, and Babar Nama clearly mentions that there was a temple existing at this spot which was demolished. Aine Akbari also mentions the same thing. Apart from that, the report of Director General of the ASI, Alexander Cunningham, also mentions that this was a place of Hindu religious worship. And apart from that, it's a ASI protected monument. In 1920, ASI protected this monument, and this falls at serial number 250 of the said list. So it's a protected monument, and all these evidences were gathered, and then the petition was filed before the Civil Judge Senior Division Chandosi. And after hearing the parties, the Honorable Court had issued notice in the matter, and it also directed appointment of an Advocate Commission and directed the Advocate Commission to submit a report before 29th of November. Now, on 19th November, the survey had happened, but on that day, because it was the sun had set and it was there was a lot of darkness, so clear photographs and videographs could not have been taken. And at that point of time, also there were a lot of these kind of disruptions. So it couldn't happen, survey couldn't happen properly on 19th of November, and that's why the London Advocate Commissioner had fixed today's date to conduct the survey. And when the survey started, this kind of violent protest and this kind of violence which you are showing on your screen started happening there, and it's very unfortunate, and I think it needs a thorough investigation.
Well, Mr. Jain, it's not just about this single property. There are several such cases, be it the Gyanvapi or the Krishna Janmabhoomi or even this one, for example. And amidst all of this, there is a nationwide chorus for a Sanatan Board. So how important do you think is a Sanatan Board during these kind of times?
The Sanatan Board is very, very important. And the Sanatan Board does not relate particularly with the disputed areas. Sanatan Board actually is dealing with those areas where the temple premises, temple property are within the control of the government. So it's not equal also a verb board. We are saying that all the temple properties which are within the control of the government must be governed by the members of the believers of the same faith, and it cannot be governed by the government or the administration. And there are a lot of evidences to show and establish that the money of temple which is being donated by the devotees is siphoned off by the government for secular activities. So for all these purposes, we are asking for a board which is known as Sanatan Board, and legislative drafting has been done by me. And let's see how it progresses in the future.